That was awkward.
Yes, it was.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jagging Off the Go to Jags YouTube. 904 to Bowl City, Duval. We in a fucking building yet again. And Happy New Year, everybody. We're we ended 2023 on a good note, even though, the last 4 weeks before that sucked. But, I'm going to give a little bit more of a, because I didn't really do it in the vlog because I had to be, like, different places the whole fucking time I was there. But, first I'll start off, like, going to Jacksonville will never get old for me. I had fun, especially on New Year's there. Like, it was really, the Gator Bowl, Jags game, the food I ate, like, I had Mad Gator, had fucking a soft crab po' boy that was fire. Like, it was just, like, everything just top-notch there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, hopefully I'll see y'all in 2 weeks. But, it was definitely a good time. Now, as far as the game goes, I think what needed to happen happened. Like, I was saying, in order for us to win this game with Beat Hard, he was just going to have to take care of the ball. ETN was going to have a big day, and the defense was going to have to step up big. And all of that happened. So, good news, we shut the Panthers out for the first time since 2002. We got a win. And, shout out to C.J. Beathard, bro. Like, he didn't do nothing spectacular, but he did what he needed to do. Travis Etienne had a huge day. And then, icing on top after the game, I got my jersey signed by him. I'm going to buy a frame for that, frame that up in the basement soon. Can't wait to do that. That's going to be awesome. I got to get a new ETN jersey now. Evan Ingram and Calvin Ridley both had good days. Tyson Campbell, shout out to him. It finally looks like he's healthy. And, he's one of the players I saw after the game. He's saying, he feels good now. He's ready to go, and that's good. Healthy Tyson Campbell, down the stretch will be huge. Like, we seem like we're getting healthy at the right time. So, at least there's that. Antonio Johnson, shout out to him. Dude had got his second interception. It's funny, I've actually been at the games where Antonio Johnson's had an interception. I was there for his first one at Pittsburgh. And, I seen this one here. So, for as much shit as people give Trent Baalke for his drafts, but, dude's hit on a couple picks. It seems like every first-round pick he's made has been a good one. And he's hit on a couple late-round picks. Antonio Johnson is definitely one of them. I think, as much as I love Rayshon Jenkins, I think Antonio Johnson's our starter next year at free safety. I think he's definitely earned that. So, we'll see. And then, I bitched a lot about the pass rush, and, I still think it would be better if we, would have traded for Josh Uche and, that bum Kayvon Chason wasn't here. But, this dynamic duo of fucking Trayvon Walker and Josh Allen has been something special to watch, man. Like, Josh Allen's a fucking monster. Like, I think if this guy does resign and stays, he's going to break Tony Bracken's record probably as early as next year, but give him 2 years. And, I think he stays, he's going to go down as the greatest defensive player the Jaguars have ever had. So, like I said, we need to find a way to keep Josh Allen. They're like, trust me, there's a way. Like, he's arguably the biggest star on the team. You don't let him go. So, but, I feel like they'll get it done somehow. And Trayvon Walker, man, shout out to him. As much shit as people give him, like, with that Aiden Hutchinson pick, I'm sorry, you're not a bum if you're getting 9 sacks in your second season. Like, I'm sorry, you're just not. You are not, like, there's no way you can call this guy a bust when You know, he's one sack away from double digits, which he'll probably get. He always seems to get sacks against Trashville. So, you know, to say this guy is a bust, you're fucking retarded. Like, he's starting to come into his own as a pass rusher, and, you know, I think this guy, and like I said, this guy is going to be great for a long time. So, you can argue that Aiden Hutchinson pick all you want. It ain't like we got it wrong. It ain't like Trayvon Walker was a bad player to pick. So, you know, take that and shove it in the depths of your ass. But, like I said, everybody did their part. McAnus didn't fuck the game up. You know, that's good. Glad he kind of got it together. It's amazing when you don't force him to kick 50-plus yard field goals. But, you know, collective good team effort, and, you know, love being there for it. Now, I'm going to address one more thing on the Panthers game. And I know a lot of people want me to talk about this. Good old David Tepper, the fucking Carolina Panthers owner, decides, because of, I guess the reasoning he gave is something that a fan said to him or some shit. So this asshole, before he leaves, decides to throw a drink into the crowd. And clearly in that fucking watermelon head of his, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing as far as running a team, or the fact that he's never been the heel at a fucking football game before. And we know why he did it, because there'd be no repercussion. He used this little privileged rich boy shit to throw a drink in, and, you know, he'd have to pay a fine, and, you know, that'd be that. Because he can get away with it. But listen, you short Pillsbury Doughboy looking fuck. You're clearly unprofessional and stupid as shit when it comes to running a team. You're definitely the worst owner in sports now that fucking Dan Snyder's gone. Like, you know, look at all the places I've been. This year alone. New Orleans, Pittsburgh, Cleveland. I'm used to being the fucking heel. This is the first game, you know, I've been the face. You have to expect fans to say shit to you. You just clap back. It's all it is. Now, if you were a regular fan and did that shit, there'd have been no question you'd have had your ass beat, which is exactly what you deserved. And, you know, I feel for Carolina Panthers fans with this fucking guy, because it's like, as much shit as I gave Shad Khan in the past, he at least knows that, he at least acknowledges that he really doesn't know a whole lot about fucking football, and finally has, like, good people in his front office to let the football people do football things and let him manage the finances. This motherfucker hasn't figured that out yet. And until he does, unfortunately, like, the Panthers are probably going to be a bad football team. Like, sorry everybody and your mother was telling you to take C.J. Stroud over Bryce Young, and you stubbornly did it anyway. So, from all of us Duval fans, fuck you, David Tepper. I hope you don't ever come back to our stadium. Shad Khan should never go in that stadium when he fucking goes there. Or, you know what? Actually, he should, and sign autographs for fans. Just to show how you conduct yourself. So, whatever. Fuck that fat piece of shit. I mean, look at him. He looks like shit. He'll probably die soon. So, hopefully that happens for you, Panthers fans. Like, your fans don't like you. Your players don't like you. Your coaches don't like you. Other owners don't like you. Hell, even your own family probably doesn't like you. I guarantee you his old lady's fucking someone else. And he's a fucking 70-year-old man-child, so whatever. Fuck David Tepper. But, now that we got that out of the way, we, of course, are on the Trashville. Now, unfortunately, the Colts and the Texans didn't lose, so there's still a chance we could fuck up and win and lose the AFC South. But luckily, Trashville can't beat their own dicks correctly right now, so stand a pretty good chance of winning. Just, it's all a matter of who we're going to have. Like, Cam Robinson, getting him back was huge, so we should be fine controlling their defensive line. Just the one problem with this, if Beathard plays, ETN never really seems to have a huge game against Trashville. Like, the first game he had 50 yards. But also, Trevor Lawrence had 4 total touchdowns. And it was a blowout fucking win. Yeah, I still say we can probably beat Trashville with Beathard. But, you know, it's still just with the season on the line, it's a game I would like to have Trevor Lawrence for if he's healthy. If he's back to form, if he's good from these injuries, then, of course, I would love to have Trevor Lawrence back. But if he's going to not practice all week and then throw him in there in the last minute like we did with the Tampa Bay game, then no, just rest him for the playoffs. I think we can still beat them with Beathard, but you know, we'll see. Now it's in Trashville's best interest to lose and get a better draft pick, because obviously we all know at least we think they'll be smart enough to realize that, you know, this current core ain't going to do shit. Baby Huey's going to be gone. Mike Vrabel's going to be gone, which honestly is for the best. Like, I know Trashville fans think he's the greatest coach since Vince Lombardi, but the problem with that guy is, yes, he has nice little rah-rah speeches, but really he's a fucking idiot and does not know how to develop a quarterback. He has failed to do that since he's been here. You just drafted a quarterback. You should probably get someone here that knows how to do that. And the whole thing is, there's rumor that him and the GM ain't getting along or some shit, but, you know, who the fuck knows? Like, trust me, I want you to keep him. I want him to be the coach forever, because he's that fucking stupid. But, you know, who the hell knows what they're going to do? I think all signs are finally pointing to the rebuild there. But unfortunately for their fans and probably their team too, they're fucking stupid and don't realize that, and think that, you know, this game is going to be their Super Bowl, and like, we got a chance to get Jacksonville out of the playoffs. But, so, that's probably the attitude they're going to have. So, what I'm trying to say is basically, they're not going to lay down and die. So, we have to approach this game like that. Now, that being said, I still think we win. I still think we get the AFC South, regardless if Trevor Lawrence plays or not. I did just see literally before I made this video, that Christian Kirk's 21-day practice window just got open, so there's a chance he could play. I wouldn't risk that right now. The playoffs, like next week in the playoffs, sure, but right now, you know, I think, you know, with the way Ingram's playing, if Ridley doesn't have a fucking brain fart and drop everything like he has done in certain games this year, VTN's still good. Like, we still got those 3 components. I think that's easily enough to beat Trashville. Especially since that overrated piece of shit Jeffrey Simmons is out for the year. And the way our defense is playing, since their offense can't do a fucking thing. And I think Ryan Tannehill starting, which honestly to me is fucking stupid, because I think it's pretty obvious that Tannehill's going to be gone next year. I mean, they're paying him way too much. It's going to free up cap. It's like, and you know Malik Willis is going to be your backup for the foreseeable future. Wouldn't it be a good idea to get him some experience? But I don't know. That's neither here nor there. I don't run the team, but I think Tannehill's starting, and, you know, he has been absolutely god-awful this year, so hopefully he continues to shit on himself. So, but like I said, I still think this time next week we'll be celebrating an AFC South title and the playoffs. Just, you know, hopefully we get everybody back healthy, because it looks like we're going to be playing the Browns again. We know how tough that was when we weren't completely healthy. They have a fierce defense, and, you know, I think we're going to need Trevor Lawrence 100% for that game. Christian Kirk back would be huge, and, you know, we get our defense healthy, you know, like I said, Tyson Campbell's healthy. He's one of the people I saw after the game. He said he finally feels healthy. So, you know, we're going to need that for that game. Put it that way. We're going to need all hands on deck for that game. We can't afford an injury. We just got to beat the shit out of these fuckers as quickly as possible. And if we can, pull the fucking starters. Like, this hopefully would be a game just foot on the gas and fucking run the score up if we can. And, you know, get backups in there. Just hopefully that happens. But I'm sure because of the magnitude of this game, Trashville, of course, is probably not going to make it easy for us because they're stubborn, retarded fucks. But I don't know, man. We'll see. But that's it. That's all, people. I guess we'll see what happens Sunday. Just hopefully the good vibes continue and we're in the playoffs next week. But that's it. That's all. It's your boy Jagging Off. Go Jags. Duval till I die. Go.